Hello, hello, guys. Hold on here. Let me find my microphone. What are my mics? Oh, there it is. My microphone. Yeah. I'm back again. About to do another video. This time, guess who I'm going back to? And he's been making a very controversial statement lately. And guess who it is? Dr. Umar Johnson. Yes, I'm going to do one on Dr. Umar Johnson. Yep. I know. He just keeps popping up, but he keeps contradicting himself. But let me show you the video. Anytime. Look at this music.
Thick in the thighs, but they were Caucasian. They were 5'5", thick in the thighs, but they were Caucasian. Just in case you forgot, he said 5'5", she was thick in the thighs, 5'5", thick in the thighs, 5'5", thick in the thighs, thick in the thighs, 5'5", 5'5", thick in the thighs, 5'5", thick in the thighs, 5'5", thick in the thighs, 5'5", she was thick in the thighs, 5'5", mama thick in the thighs, 5'5", thick in the thighs, 5'5". They were 5'5", thick in the thighs, but they were Caucasian. Well, dog, can we see the one you just saw? And I did not have intercourse with any of them. Come on, Umar, you telling me you ain't never accepted cookie slid under your door? Okay. Yes, I had white women pursue me at every level of education. Oh, you just saw something that made you reminisce on that macadamia nut white chocolate chip, huh?
Come on.
PWIs that I attended. Thinking them cookies look that good that you lost your train of thought? Yes. Oh, I already know. They are African. Believe me. Believe me.
Let's get our passports, bro. They don't appreciate us here.
It's an opportunity for them to go in search of spouses who they feel are going to be more subservient to them and do what they want, basically some sort of indentured servitude.
It's easier for these men to go overseas and get one of these victims. A lot of these passport bros are exploiting a power imbalance economically.
Y'all are taking advantage of these women.
If you feel that you need to go to Antarctica to marry a polar bear,
but they're still doing that, oh, we're just going to leave and go to another country and find women, or you're going to die alone, good luck dying alone with your cats.
Get a polar bear.
Yeah, it is much easier for these passport bros to go to other countries and exploit younger, more impressionable, less educated or uneducated girls living in poverty.
You know why? Because we don't care.
Look, we don't care. We do not care.
To be continued.
Yes, they do. If they didn't care, why they making a video? But anyway, that was one of the other ones about Umar, but there's another one about Umar, and he just keeps contradicting himself. One minute he said that you should be over here with the sisters. Now he got a taste of what outside America is about, and so now he wants to criticize the brothers, and now the brothers are calling him out. And I think it's funny as hell, man. And they call them queens and everything. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh boy. Oh, he's. Did I play this one?
Calling all trailblazers. Dreamforce 2023 is coming.
So as you know, Dr. Umar Johnson is a hilarious individual. And despite all of his talent, the guy is all talk. He's kind of like a big, brutal dog that barks real loud and he never...
Damn it. Sorry about that. Just trying to hit that page. Dang. Hold on.
He's kind of like a big, brutal dog that barks real loud and he never really bites. And you would think that if you're not going to bite anybody, you would stop talking. But no, Dr. Umar Johnson barks even louder. And even though he's a dog that never bites, people still like to hype him up as if he is the champ. But Dr. Umar Johnson is still, in many ways, very foolish. Although I am still a fan. And he made himself look quite stupid with this whole Sukiyana situation. Now remember, Sukiyana is a young lady that's going around doing a lot of egregious things. Over-sexualizing herself, letting ladies lick, her down there on concerts, putting guys' feet in her mouth, doing stuff on OnlyFans, all kind of crazy stuff, and it's really been problematic because it's a very bad stereotype, not only on some of the women in the community, but the black community as a whole. So because of that, Dr. Umar Johnson reached out to say he wanted to meet Sukiyana to talk about her public behavior in something that led to a campaign that dealt with black women and girls. Now that is very interesting. And once Dr. Umar put that out, Sukiyana responded. And according to Dr. Umar, she said this.
Umar, and I will make him woke right now. She said, I want to be intimate with Dr. Umar, and I will make him woke right now. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. And then she said, if Dr. Umar met me, he would shoot his shot because he would see that I'm a chocolate, beautiful, conscious queen in need of a little guidance and some daddy issues.
Now, of course, it seems like Dr. Umar was flattered. I mean, he does look like he's somewhat interested. And when she did respond in that way, Dr. Umar caught a lot of slack. And in his, in Dr. Umar's fashion, he somehow correlated the slack that he was getting from meeting Sukiyana to have something to do with heterosexual black men. Again, I don't know how he made that connection, but again, when you're delusional, you don't need any reason to make the connection. Just try to make it. And so here was his response.
I will not make excuses for my sister Sukihana's content. But the sister has as much right to make a mistake and then correct it as you and I do. And many of you who want to cancel her outright have overlooked evil and wrongdoing in the black community that has been worse than what she is doing. How many people we got who have taken the life of other people and we still celebrate them right now? How many in our community have been accused and even have been proven to be and we overlooked their behavior because they are celebrities? How many have robbed and stolen and killed and abused elders and women and you overlook their wrong? So all I'm saying, don't be a hypocrite when it comes to the black woman. When you have overlooked the sins of black men. All I'm saying is don't be a hypocrite when it comes to black women, where you have overlooked the sins of black men. There are black men who have said and done some of the same things Sukihana has said and done, and they have not been canceled. All I'm saying is be honest in your criticism. Be balanced in your condemnation. All I'm saying is don't have one set of standards for elite celebrities and a completely separate set of standards for upcoming celebrities. That's all I'm saying, brothers and sisters.
So eventually the meeting happened, and you're looking at the photo in the background. That is Dr. Umar Johnson and Sukihana, and of course, you know, that was supposed to change her behavior. But it didn't. Doesn't seem like, because once we asked Dr. Umar Johnson what was about the meeting, he said this.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother King Kong consciousness. Dr. Umar Ifatunde, the notorious one. RBG. Chicago, I am in the building. We're going to talk about the war against Black Chicago today. We're going to talk about the war against Black Chicago today. I need y'all to focus in, brothers and sisters. Y'all worrying about the wrong things right now. We're talking about liberation of African people. It is politics over the Punani. Stop worrying about. Shout out to my Miami family. I want to give a special shout out to my Miami family. Y'all turned up and turned out yesterday. The sisters were looking marvelous. The Miami queens were looking marvelous yesterday, weren't they? Every size, every shape, every color. I wasn't paying attention though because I was too focused on the revolution. I was not paying attention to all that Miami beauty because I was too focused on the revolution.
You just described the
But
weather.
Miami turned up and turned out. Much love to Miami. We're going to see what's popping in Chicago today at the Bantu Festival. Stop worrying about my sister Sukihana. Stop worrying about my sister Sukihana. She good. Suki chilling right now. Suki chilling right now. Stop worrying about my sister Sukihana. She chilling. Suki chilling right now. Let her relax. Let her relax right now. Let Suki relax right now. Thank you. Thank you. Stop worrying about my queendom. Stop worrying about the Ifatunde queendom. Stop worrying about the Ifatunde queendom. Worry about your own queendom. She said, I'm a Christian woman. I ain't got no business on this man's page lusting after him. Don't worry about that, sister. You still an African queen. It's okay for you to lust after the King Kong of consciousness.
Again, it was all about how many queens he has and the Umar Queen fan club, and I mean, of course, this is what Dr. Umar does.
Raymond Johnson here. You need parts, Speed Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave?
Yep. Wait.
How are those new wipers?
To women outside of the U.S. who don't know their background. The women don't know that they got 5, 6 kids and they got hella child support from the day they were fucking born.
Hey, what up? This is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD, and thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you're right here. Back with another video review. This time around, what's interesting that over the weekend, I was minding my business, and then I started seeing someone was trending on my timeline, and it was no other than the Prince of Pan-African, Dr. Umar Johnson. And it's not because of reason why, for the reason why he usually, be trending and so forth like that. This was because he was actually in another country acting as if like he was a passport bro. Can you believe that? I gotta give you guys a can you believe he was a passport bro? So basically this guy, he's actually in Dominican Republic, and he has a lot to say about that. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Let's see what he has to say.
My Dominican Republic Africans are Africans, brothers and sisters. My Dominican Republic Africans are Africans, brothers and sisters. lighter than the rest of us. They are African. You know how I know? Because the Dominican Republic queens are 5'5", thick in the thighs. They are African. Believe me. Believe me. Yes, the revolutionary Pan-African fast. What are we up to? We up to the... We must stay focused, my brothers. In the Dominican Republic. We must stay focused. Yo, we must stay focused. Yeah, ain't no way you gonna stay focused in the DR. Oh man, the Prince of Pan-African. He said screw this stuff. He's down in DR. And yo, I guess, hey, does this mean that he's now a passport bro? I mean, I don't know. That's something that we're gonna have to ask him. Because now that he's traveling, I mean, we see that he went to a couple of islands. Now he's in DR. I think he went somewhere in Africa or whatever. So, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. Right. So let's move on to the next video. So this video is on Tasha K. So it seems like she came back and she needs some attention. You know, because of course we know allegedly her house is being seized by Cardi B. So one way for her to gain more money and so forth is to create controversy, and here it is. She's back talking about the passport bros, and she has a lot to say. And first thing I'm gonna say is that, you know, she pulled a clip from 90 Day Fiance. We all know 90 Day Fiance is fake. It's not real. But it's funny how she pulls a clip from there and doesn't want to pull clips from real people, from real men that actually went overseas, actually have wives who either are living overseas or even have brought their wives back to the United States. They would not show that at all because that would be too real. But let's go ahead and check out this video that she created.
I've heard of passport bros. Let me talk to the women for a second. Give me my mic.
Go ahead, talk to the women.
Now, just in case you don't know what a passport bro is, it's a black man that feels rejected and insecure in America. And, you know, they have found a way to become sexually appealing to women outside of the U.S. who don't know their background. The women don't know that they got 5, 6 kids and they got hella child support from the day they were fucking born.
I gotta stop right there because number one, most passport bros, brothers that are actually out there traveling to see other women, they do not have 4 or 5 kids. They do not owe back pay on child support because or else they would not have been able to even get their passports. So a lot of this stuff she's just throwing out there, just trying to throw shit on the wall. That's just basically what it is. But let's proceed.
You know what I'm saying? They daddy child support, rolled into their child support. They're out of shape, uncreative, unsuccessful. It reminds you of the motherfuckers that married all them Vietnam women, them army men that married all the Vietnam women in the war. And I'm about to snitch on a lot of people's husbands, boyfriends, baby daddies out here. Because I don't think y'all really know what the going on. Okay, roll this footage here of a passport bro crying over his Korean woman that he found outside of the United States. Right.
My question to you is, when are you going to learn about my culture? To give you an example, you call me fat and ugly in front of people.
Asshole.
What?
I say you ugly, you very bad.
You really said that?
Yeah.
All right. In my culture, in America, that's rude, that's disrespectful, especially when a woman says that about the man that she's with.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I get in with my kid, my friend, or you ugly, you living kung. And we, in Vietnam, my culture is not for rude.
It's an attack. Because we're not light or whatever it may be. I'm already a spectacle. I'm a black man in this country.
Now, mind you, this is 90 Day Fiance. This nigga flew all the way from New York, all over Europe, went all the way to Korea to be called the same shit he was called in the United States of America. When is he gonna learn that all women are the same? We just want your money?
I want to talk about that. Yes, all women are the same when it comes down to wanting resources. The biggest question comes down to what are they willing to give for those resources? We all know that brothers that go to another country, what they're going to get as a trade-off is a good woman, a feminine woman, a woman who will be on the man's program. You're basically not going to get a divisive woman, a woman that wants to be combative, a woman that wants to be a part of the 3 or 4 culture. That's not what they're getting when they go to a whole nother country to get a woman, to get a wife. That's what's in this culture. A lot of 3 or 4s and a lot of combative and just basic ungrateful types of women in so many words, you know, especially over the age of 30. But hey, this is what the narrative that she's pushing out there. Let's proceed.
We want money and stability, okay? Now what he forgot was Korean women are honestly the closest that are next to black women. You got your nails done by a Korean woman, and she cussed out the bitch before you got there because she didn't like her nails. Well, I don't care. You don't like. You pay, bitch. You pay. They will cuss you the fuck out, and then you on TV crying, talking about that's disrespectful and all. No, it's not. Black women been calling you fat, ugly your whole motherfucking life. That's why you left and went over there.
Well, hey, she did what she can to get back out in the media to get some attention, but nah. As always, the same narrative that they like to push, so nobody really cares about what they got to say. Let's move on to the next video. And this is in response to Tasha K video, so here's another one. Basically the type of women that they're saying that brothers should be dealing with. They should not be leaving the country. They should be here, they shouldn't leave, and this is what they should be looking forward to.
What do you bring to the table for a man? I don't bring shit, not a damn thing. What do you mean bring what to the table? Women are not meant to bring stuff to the table. Women are naturally the table. Men expect from women to prove themselves in this 2023 era.
Least married, first divorce, let's not talk about abortion and the out of wedlock bastard productions per year. Who hurt you? You gay, your mama black, you hate black women, you turned out black women. Bro, shut the fuck up. Whenever you don't want to participate with these type of women, and you decide to go overseas and get you a traditional woman, or you only going overseas because you can't get women in America. You only going overseas to go lay down with prostitutes. You just need game. You just need 6 figures. If you make 6 figures, she gonna submit. If you want to live longer, stay away from Western women.
That's facts. That is facts. You weren't lying about that. That is facts. Because you know what? You will get stressed out in the States. It doesn't matter if you make over 6 figures. They will still disrespect you no matter what. There's a reason why rappers, entertainers are leaving. They're even becoming passport bros. You know, because they see it. It's like they're being disrespected. You know, there's certain entertainers that will not allow BWs to even enter into their the backstage, whatever. They will only allow others because of the fact that of dumb, knowing that they're gonna be disrespected and so forth. So. But let's move on to the next video. And last I'm gonna close with this on Fresh and Fit, talking about Mexican families.
Mexican family comes into the country. They come together, right? Father, wife, kids come in, right? He could barely work a fucking job. He can't even put food on the table a lot of times. But what's his wife doing? She's standing by his side, supporting him. Then he eventually does find a job, takes care of them. Not making that much money, but she's still staying home, taking care of him, etc. But she's fucking by his side. But they're poor. So you're telling me a guy comes to this country illegally and is able to get a submissive, dutiful wife, making no fucking money. Meanwhile, me, trying to date a girl in America, becoming a millionaire, blah, 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 but you're still disrespecting me. But tell me that's a good trade. She's a queen, though. Tell me that's a good trade. She's a queen, Mark. And that's why so many guys are going to Latin America. That's why so many guys are going to the Philippines. That's why so many guys are going to Eastern Asia. Because a guy that's illegally present in the United States without a job can still get a submissive woman by his side, but you would never get that shit in the United States, even as a top tier guy.
Yeah, but she's a queen. But hey, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.
Oh, man, that's just hilarious. But yeah, it's true towards the end. Some women don't they don't respect men. You know, they just want to go over a man's head, and like I always say in other videos, they want you to check them. They want to stress you out trying to check them, and it's funny, man. It's just really funny. But yeah, that Umar, man, he's hilarious. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at some of the things. I mean, excuse me. He says one thing, but he turns around and does another thing. And he probably was one of the very ones say these brothers leaving the community and all this stuff like that. And he goes outside. And now he go outside the community. He go outside the doggone country. Oh man, he go outside. Talk about five.
What's good, everybody? It's your brother Matt Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet, and I'm black up in your face again with some more pro-black commentary. I've seen a lot of people doing commentaries on the situation that happened with Carly Russell and how she has now admitted that it was all a hoax about her kidnapping. So her kidnapping was just an elaborate way of her getting some attention. Okay, when she said that she was driving along, she saw a toddler on the highway, and when she went to go get the toddler, she was kidnapped by someone, and then just a few days later, she just mysteriously shows up on her own doorstep like nothing had ever happened. All that was a hoax. All that was some BS. And a lot of people have been getting on her about that. In fact, you know, I saw a lot of people get even more upset and infuriated by the situation when they saw her mugshot, where she's sitting there with that same goofy ass smile, smiling at the camera during the mugshot because she was arrested for filing a false police report, right? And doing a false 911 call. So I've seen a lot of people talking about it, and the thing I want to say is I do not approve of what she did at all. At all. In fact, it makes me sick to my stomach. And one of the reasons I haven't done any stories about her before now is because I didn't want to give her too much attention, because I think her bullshit is a big distraction from real cases of young women being kidnapped or murdered or abused out there. And I don't want this dumb chicken head being the face of especially black women being kidnapped. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give her any more attention than she's already been seeking, because this was the whole point of her little kidnapping plot, was to get some damn attention. And I don't know whether she has some sort of mental issues or what, but that's no excuse for what she did. Alright? I don't care what mental issues you have, what issues you might be having with your family, or whatever issues you might have in your relationship. None of that excuses what you have done. Alright? And actually, it makes me angry when I think about it. You can hear me getting a little emotional now, because all I can think about is she's using up resources and media attention for her nonsense, and there's some young girl out there suffering. There's some little girl out there who, if I looked at them, they would probably remind me of my own daughter, out there suffering or being hurt, and everyone's focused on this bitch right here. And yeah, I'm saying it just like that. I'm saying it just like that. I know some people don't like that language or don't like to hear that, but I'm just keeping it 100 about how I feel about it. Alright? I don't like that at all. And the only thing I can think of, like I said, when I see stuff like this, is there's some real girl out there suffering while everyone's focused on this dummy. And I don't even like the idea of people making excuses for her, because I've seen a lot of people making excuses for Carly Russell on social media, and I will not be one of them. Because I don't think kidnapping and your family members being hurt like that, that's nothing to play around with. This is not a joke. and it's not a goddamn game, okay? And the reason I'm saying that, you know, I study a lot of true crime cases, whether they be black, white, whoever type of female, and some of the things I've heard and read about as far as human trafficking or just assaults on women, it's horrible. It's horrible to the point where I can't do too much research into it because it will just bother me to the point where I'll just become paranoid and I won't let my wife and daughter leave the house. Like, that's how disturbing a lot of these stories are, right? And that's how I can say this is nothing to play around with, and this is definitely nothing that I would ever make excuses for. And anyone making excuses for her, you're despicable. Okay, and you know, one of the people I'm talking about is Dr. Umar Johnson, because he was out there pandering and trying his best to stand up for Carly Russell. I understand that Dr. Umar is one of these Negroes who, no matter what the black woman does, she can never do any wrong. But if she's black and she's got a vagina between her legs, she's always going to be perfect to him. Nothing she ever does is wrong. I'm surprised he didn't take the Carly Russell thing and blame black men for that. You know what I'm saying? But he was out there bucking it up, being what does someone call him on my channel? I forget your name, brother. There was a brother that came to one of my channel and called him something. He called him the Prince of Panderism. Saying that's basically all Dr. Umar does is pander to black women. And he's absolutely right. I apologize for forgetting your name, brother, the one that wrote that, but that was genius. That's exactly what Dr. Umar does, is pander. And it's a bad pandering too. And I would take him more seriously if he wasn't out here also trying to sexually take advantage of these women as well, because that's basically all he panders for, is for some draws. He's always on the hunt for some panties with his herpes having ass. And you know, let me play some audio of what he said, because I actually went and found the video, the full video where he gave his commentary on Carly Russell and the hoax that she put on. And I just wanted to play some of the excerpts here. So to be fair, he did acknowledge that what she did was wrong, and he did acknowledge that, you know, her playing around like this when there are real women out there being kidnapped and trafficked is not a laughing matter. It's not a joke. It's not something to play around with. He acknowledged that, but he still is pandering in a way because he doesn't feel that she should be punished, and he feels that we shouldn't go to white people to punish her, and the black community should deal with her. But then how he wants to deal with her is to give her a hug. That's how he wants to deal with the situation, is just give her a hug and pat her on the head and tell her, it's okay, baby, it's gonna be okay, don't do that no more. He wants to do it like you do with a small child or something like that. This is not a game, Dr. Umar Ifakunde. This is not a joke and not a thing to be playing around with. But let me play the audio, because I'm getting ahead of myself here. But let's listen to what he has to say. I'm going to play this first audio where he says how he feels about women who do stuff like this, because he acknowledges that she did this to get the attention of her lover, and that's okay because this happens all the time when women want attention or something like that, which is bullshit, by the way. That's still no excuse for pretending to be kidnapped. Let's listen.
Sisters go through some relationship issues. Y'all can get a little out of pocket with the strategies y'all employ to get your significant other's attention. I understand that. I understand that. I understand we can all be a little immature in the way we address romantic issues, Sister Carly Russell.
That's not just a sign of immaturity. You planned out a kidnapping. You pretended to be kidnapped. You set up an elaborate situation where you said you saw a child on the highway and someone snatched you up. Okay? She researched movies and on the internet as to how kidnappings go so she could pull this off. That's not just immaturity. That is the mind of someone who is evil and who is devious. The fact that you would look up things to plan this out. It's not just immaturity. That's not just having problems with your relationship. And I don't give a damn what problems you have. That's still not an excuse for doing what you did, Carly. No matter what this buffoon here says. Let's listen to some more. Because now, here's the part where he says that he doesn't think that she should go to jail. Let me scroll over to that part and scrub over here, and we'll listen to what he has to say about that.
Black women, Sister Carly Russell, you owe your sisters an apology. I do not want my sister going to jail. So for all y'all saying she need to be prosecuted and persecuted, I disagree with you. Don't no black woman belong in there. I don't want to see her.
So even the black women that kill their children, they don't belong in prison? Okay, because there's some killers in prison who have killed black men, who have killed other black women, who have killed black children, who are in prison right now. You saying she don't deserve to be there? You know, the Carly Russell, she needs to go to prison to see how harsh it is, to see what it's like to be kidnapped and abducted. And she needs to go there and face some of those women in prison, because maybe they'll get her straight. Since you want to kiss her ass and make her feel better about this situation, maybe she needs to go to prison and meet Diabla or one of those types of females that you saw on like Scared Straight, and they'll get her straight about her lying and pretending to be kidnapped. They'll show her what it's really like to be kidnapped and abducted. Listen to more of what he says.
Prison for that. She made a big mistake and she needs to account and atone to the black community.
That's not a mistake, dude. She planned it out. It's not a mistake when you plan it out. Stop saying that shit. It's not a mistake.
Sister Carly made a big mistake and she needs to account and atone to the black community, but I do not want her persecuted or prosecuted. I don't want her charged, I don't want her indicted, and I don't want her convicted, and I rebuke any of you who are trying to push that on that young sister.
So what is supposed to happen to her, Dr. Umar? If the black community is going to do the punishment, what is the punishment going to be then? If she's not going to be prosecuted, not charged with anything, not fined, what is the charge? What's the punishment going to be? Because you need negative reinforcement so no one will do this again, and so she doesn't do it again. You see? You can't be patting them on the head and kissing their ass and then don't punish them. You said she needs a punishment, or you don't want white people to do it, so that means you need to do it then. Like, what are you talking about? Now, when he talks about opening up this school, he talks about, you know, when the boys act up, that he's going to take them into a room and pound their chest in and beat them up, but he has no punishment for someone faking their own kidnapping, planning and faking it, using up resources and taking away from the real people out there who are being trafficked and kidnapped. What's this fool talking about?
Because guess what? Our women are sexually trafficked inside the prison also. Black women are sexually trafficked inside the prison also. So why would any black woman or any black man would want Sister Carly arrested and in prison? I don't support that narrative at all. I do not support bringing white people in to punish black people. We must do this ourselves.
So what are we going to do then, Umar? So let's listen to what his suggestion of what he would do when he sees Sister Carly. Let's listen to this, because this is the best part. And I've seen other people play this before, but I wanted to play it here so you can hear what he says is the solution for Carly Russell.
What you did, Sister Carly, and I'm not beating you up, I love you. When I see you in Alabama, I'm going to give you a big hug and just say, baby, don't do that no more.
What in the hell is he talking about? What in the hell is he talking about? Give her a hug and say, don't do that no more? Like she's a little kid or a dog? What in the hell are you talking about, dude? And she's a grown woman. She's an adult. and she did this shit, man. This is not something to be playing with. And all I can think about are the real little girls and real women out there being abducted or hurt. And this fool was talking about playing around with someone who faked the whole damn thing, giving them a hug and saying, "Don't do that no more." What the hell is wrong with you? See, this is the problem here with, as far as black men, you always talk about you want black men to take up a leadership position, right, Dr. Umar? It's all black men's fault and black men need to step up to the plate and fix things in the community. Okay, fine. Black men do need to do that. Let's take your lead on that. Black men do need to do that. But how in the hell are you going to call yourself an authority figure? How are you going to call yourself a leader and you don't punish the wicked? When someone does something wrong in your society, you need to punish them. And them having a vagina between their legs should not be a deciding factor. Everyone should be punished equally. That's how the law is supposed to work. That's how you lay down the law. You don't have sympathy and walk back and start doing things differently because you think she's cute or because you think she's just a little girl, okay? And how in the hell are you going to sit there talking about being a black man and protecting black women when you got other black women out here who are really being kidnapped, who are really being hurt or molested or beat up, and you still going to allow this chicken head here to do what she did, planning stuff out just so she can get some goddamn attention, and you're giving her all the attention that she wants, but now you're patting her on the head talking about, "I'm going to give you a hug." What type of shit is that? Just a bunch of nonsense, man. Stuff like that pisses me off, because you can't talk about being a man and being a real leader and being in charge of anything, and that's how you deal with something or a situation when something is done wrong. That's not how you deal with it. And he shouldn't be in charge of anything anyway. That's obviously not. He can't even get the damn school going. Been talking about the shit for damn near over a decade, and nothing has materialized. So obviously you shouldn't be. You Negro, why are you not even at the school working? You're sitting here doing commentaries on social media, talking with nasty ass Sukihana. Go work on the school, Negro. Why are you always wasting time running your mouth on social media and all these other programs? You would think if you're a school administrator or you're the creator of a school, you would spend all your time doing that.
Right.
Dr. Booker T. Washington, when he built his schools, wasn't spending all his time running his mouth or just putting his mouth in interviews and whatnot. Stay your ass at the school and do some work, Negro. Do something productive instead of running your mouth and putting this bullshit out here. That's all you're doing is bullshit. And that's why I don't like this, because you make people like myself look bad. When I call myself pro-black, I get compared to your dumb ass and your dustiness. And I don't have any of the issues that you have. I'm not out here trying to get two queens. I got my one black wife. I have my black children. I take care of my children. Unlike you. But you're out here acting a goddamn fool, trying to save hoes, basically, and save criminals, and then you expect people to respect you or take you seriously. This is nonsense. And you can see that it upsets me. I don't like stuff like this at all. You folks can let me know how you feel about it, because I'm getting too...
Amid global market volatility, stock market losses, and rising inflation have left investors with few options. Investing in real estate debt on ground floor provides a low-risk way to earn.
To women outside of the U.S. who don't know their background. The women don't know that they got 5, 6 kids and they got hella child support from the day they were fucking born.
Oh damn it! I did him. Sorry about that. I thought that was somebody else. But yeah, he's a big hypocrite. Yeah, I thought it was somebody else I had. It was another person I had up here. But yeah, where's that video at? I can't find that video. Yeah, but he was right about that. You know, why are you not at the school? You fly across the country. Isn't we at the overseeing the school, you know, and things like that? He's down in Dominican Republic. Like, oh my goodness. We'll be getting everything prepared. That's why I say you can't take this guy seriously, man. Sooner or later, people they're going to see what's he really about. Because if you about that business, you about black children, you and schooling and academics and everything, you would be at the school. Wow, but some people are going to still support him and send money to him. I guess for entertainment purposes only. Oh well. But yep. Oh shit. But anyway, I think I might cut this video short. But yeah, that was funny, man. Man, that's some funny stuff. There was another person that made a video on him. But you know, he has the whole history of doing this, man. He says one thing, he goes out and do another thing. And he still wants people to send money. Send. So basically, all the people sending money, you're just paying them to go to the Dominican Republic, not going to the school. They go on all these excursions and everything across the country, giving some kind of information, but ain't following up on it. But I don't know, people gonna do what they're gonna do. What can you do? If people still foolish enough to keep giving it to them, I mean, keep giving the money, why not? Especially like he said, after a whole decade, like damn, man. That's a long time after a whole decade trying to get a school open. I mean, it's like 13 years, I think. Some of the kids, when they started, they halfway grown. I swear, brother, it's in 2024 come around, there ain't no school. Wow. And it be some people still, they'll be still giving them money though for the school, with this fictitious school. That's a really planning for going across the country and going out of the country. That's what's funny about it. People are just like, wow, he said it. They really think he's saying something. Because man, and the funny part is that some people, how they take him seriously. And people don't pay attention to people's actions or nothing. I remember this one. Remember this one?
I'm Tom. Now that we know each other, we gotta talk about canceling Christmas. Chicago's a violent city.
Had a lot of conversations with people about this topic, a lot of heated debates. People want to know, can you be pro-black and date outside your race?
Absolutely not.
And I got my good brother right here, you know, who's an advocate, and he says that you can be pro-black and date outside.
Impossible. You cannot. Marriage is a business. When you get married, you commit your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, and your pocketbook. Your savings, your estate, your wealth. You commit that to that person you're married to. See, when you marry, you don't marry an individual. You marry into a race. You marry into a community. So I didn't marry a Jewish woman. I married into Jewish society. I didn't marry an Asian woman. I married into an Asian family. There's no way you can claim to love black people, especially as a black man, knowing that only 1 out of every 4 black women will get married in her lifetime. We have the lowest female marriage rate in the country, 25%. That means 75% of black women will never ever know what it feels like to be proposed to. And if you care about the black community, you got to care about saving the black family, because the family is the essential institution of a community. And the only way you can save a family is to build a family. You can only build a family with a black woman. Absolutely not. You cannot talk black and sleep white. And why would the original man want a member of the race that enslaved and dehumanized you to carry your seed? Why would I, after the rape and the lynching and the slavery and the Willie Lynch and the Jim Crow and the police brutality and the economic apartheid and the gentrification and the AIDS and the Ebola, the West Nile, the COVID, the genetics, the eugenics, why would I want to take my original seed, God's seed, and put it in a cave-dwelling organism? Why would I want to do that?
Oh boy. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm about to go ahead and cut this video short. Something happened with the video, and I'll get back to you guys at another time. But I hope you enjoy. Like, share, subscribe, and hold on. I hope you like and share, subscribe, and let's see what another adventure he goes on next.